going on, all you turd burglars out there? So today I want to talk to you guys about the newest Blackout news that we have learned from Game Informer. If you guys didn't know, Game Informer interviewed Vandahar about Blackout, and they posted up a new podcast on their website at GameInformer.com. So Game Informer's coverage of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is finally coming to an end, and they made this 40-minute podcast featuring Treyarch answering fan-submitted questions about Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and they interviewed Bondahar, and he answered many questions, and I want to review to you guys the highlights and the topics that Bond answered. So the first thing he said was Bond thought on the Blackout beta that he was blown away by the reception. He said he felt confident, felt good about the game, but the reception that he got about the game was better than what he expected. He also talked about Dr. Disrespect, and he said he's an interesting dude for sure, and he has a lot of fans in the building here over at Treyarch. He also mentioned they have not yet decided the final player count for Black Ops at launch. He said when they did 100 players, that stood up pretty good, but the player count can change post-launch until they feel safe with it. Vaughn wants it about 115 for the fun of the lore during the special events that they had planned for Blackout. And then they said Blackout will be more optimized for the regular PS4, so that is good besides just optimized for PS4 Pro. He said during Blackout post-launch, there's always been a pretty aggressive plan. They're still working on the plans for it, events planning, and all still ongoing. Beta's response reinforces that they are right on track about the different events that they want to do. He said that they want to do events weekly, and he said he just reviewed what events they're going to do, and I think there's about over 175 to 200 ideas, and he said they were pretty sick. As in, if you guys didn't know what sick means, if you're hard-headed out there, you need to slap your mom, headbutt Bob over there, and realize that sick is good, and they looked really good. And of course, he answered the question, yes, more character skins will be added to the game. Of course, what you saw was not the final version. It's the beta version, people. Duh. He obviously said there are more weapons in the game at launch than there will be at the beta. And he said any new weapons that are made for the multiplayer will end up in Blackout for sure. So that's good. Hopefully that happens for zombies as well. His reaction on armor, and he said it was hotly debated about what to do with the armor. They're looking at additional damage mitigations. Hold the armor all the way through. You don't have to break the armor all the way through to eliminate somebody. They want to figure out how the end game scenario to see how the armor affects that. They're not prepared to get rid of level 3 armor from Blackout. He said that was the wrong call. Now, if you guys remember, they made changes during the beta about level armor, three level armor. They reduced, damage by 75%. They reduced the spawn rate by 75% in the game as well. It's mainly in stashes and in supply drops, and spawn spontaneously around the map. They also gave people more damage during explosives, and it was also able to still headshot someone and kill them. But anyways, he continued on about Blackout, and they said there's a lot of work on audio going on. In the final game, the player can actually speak. Players have to initiate it, though. It's a feature in multiplayer and Blackout. There has been a lot of work on footsteps, audio priority, and more. Lots of audio bugs are being fixed, so that's good. I remember me having a lot of problems with my teammates' footsteps and the enemies too. It was hard to tell which one was which. He said Treyarch also debated auto picking up of ammo, but auto made it that ammo was not taken seriously. So people were not taking ammo seriously if auto pick was enabled. So they wanted the ammo to matter. So it looks like you'll still have to pick up ammo. He said there are no changes to muzzle flashes and Blackout planned. He said what was in the beta is almost final, which is discerning because I remember when I was shooting people, that muzzle flash was so bright. Sometimes I lost track of who I was shooting, especially close range looking through a scope. Vaughn says he has a whole agenda of how he wants custom games and custom game settings to work in Blackout, but there's no new info about that yet. He still is keeping that close to chest. He also said friendly fire will still be in the game, and he has a host of team configurations he wants to try out. So it'll be more than duos, squads, 5-on-5. Probably be like Fortnite, maybe 25 on 25 or 50 on 50. So it'll be interesting to see how they do it. Maybe it'll be 1 versus 99. never know. We'll see how it goes. He said there is no split screen yet in Blackout as now. They're testing it, but they're not sure if it will work. There's no inventory management being worked on right now, but they have great ideas on how to improve it. They're focusing on the ship version of Blackout right now. They do not know how to let inventory be up while you run on consoles. It's technically possible, but they're sorting it all out and trying to learn how to improve it. They have plans to expand kill cams to add more details to it, but no set date for that yet. They're trying to get basic of kill cams to operate correctly first before they expand on it. There are a lot of spectating features coming to Blackout. One feature that's coming at launch that was not in the beta, Vaughn says players who are spectating could have more information than the players to make spectating pretty fun. So I wonder if they'll maybe show where enemies are for those that are spectating, but obviously not to the player that they are spectating. So that'd be interesting if they put that function in there. They say there will be no ranked blackout matches. There could be a crazy tournament stuff for Blackout, but they don't want ranked matches in Blackout like there is in multiplayer. They want to see if grapple to a vehicle could happen, but nothing finalized. That'd be awesome to be able to grapple to a cargo truck as it goes flying by, or maybe a helicopter as it goes flying above. That'd be pretty cool. Vaughn says he will ask about being able to hover in a helicopter above and shot when playing in solos. So he wants to see if you could keep the helicopter hovering while the single player is in the helicopter and see if they can shoot out of it. So that'd be pretty cool. Vaughn says, I cannot announce the plans for the future of the map. I can tell you that there are plans for the future of the map, and I went through them in detail 2 days ago, and they're pretty awesome, and he can't wait to announce them. Game Informer says Vaughn mentioned during their visit there's a lot of open ocean out there, and Vaughn had to quickly shush them. So it seems like there's some Easter eggs out there and maybe some features that we'll be able to do in the ocean before too long. So it'd be interesting to see how the ocean is incorporated in Blackout and used more. Let's see. He said Vaughn has seen over 175 concepts for events internally based things for Blackout to keep the new mode new and unique. So there's no shortage of ideas there. Blackout Circle closing on zombie locations is an idea for one of the special events. When he was saying that on his podcast, he was kind of whispering it, so that was pretty funny. The collapse of Circle has many features to come. They want to adjust the tick rate and more ideas they are working on. Circle speed should be adapted to player counts as well. Blackout leveling up system is different. There are only 80 levels total in Blackout. You have to get kills and get top 5 and top 10s in order to level up, but you cannot prestige. And end of 80, there's a granddaddy of the prizes, and there's also prizes along the way while you're leveling up. So it'd be interesting to see what those are, because obviously we did not get to see those during the beta. Vaughn says he hopes to implement custom games in Blackout. He cannot confirm or deny it, but there is a vision for implementing it into the game. There's also colorblind settings in multiplayer, but they are working on to implement them into Blackout. A text chat should be disableable in Blackout as well. There's no details on microtransactions yet for the mode. There are many things related to Easter eggs that have not been found in Blackout. So it seems like in the beta, when people thought they were finding Easter eggs, they have yet to find all of them. Vaughn says he won't be a playable character in Blackout. That would have been fun and unique, but obviously that's not going to happen. And Vaughn says maybe to bonus game modes. There's no mod tool announcement for Blackout, and there are fans of the Tranzit bus in the buildings. But yeah, I'll probably leave a link down in the description below where you guys can watch the full video and the interview, so you guys watch that instead of listening to my boring ass talk about it. But I'm pretty excited about Blackout. Blackout has a pretty bright future. It definitely rivals up there with Blackout, not Blackout, but with Fortnite and PUBG. Many people were saying Blackout looked like a refined version of PUBG, yet it's not like Fortnite because you can't build. Thank God. That was one of the worst things I hated to do. Obviously, Ninja and a lot of other pro streamers actually enjoyed playing Blackout, like Dr. Disrespect. Ninja even did a PC stream on his Twitch channel and played with a couple of his buddies. So it looks like Blackout could be really big. Hopefully it overtakes Fortnite, but that's hard to be seen since Fortnite is a free-to-play game, even though there's a ton of microtransactions in there. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the information. Please smash that like button. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit the notification button. Share this video. Show everyone what you learned. Remember, guys, I'm in Facebook jail right now. So I have a list of Facebook groups that I moderate and admin for down below. So check that list out. If you're not a part of those Facebook groups yet, please add that. You'll get the information that I share quicker to you than on my YouTube channel. And hopefully you guys can join that and boost our numbers. I'm sure all of the creators and the admins I work with would appreciate your input and you adding to their page and also sharing my content on those pages as well. All right, guys, until the next video, I'll see you squids later.